Hello, my viewers. Welcome back to the episode of Arsenal Live. In today's video, by the title, the video is about: will the Steelers' offense in 2022 be a concern? Every time I go on the newspapers, not newspapers, but the news websites of the Steelers, and a lot of different things. Every time you type in the Steelers' name on Google search or anything, you always see the same stuff. Is the offense worse than last year? The O line is new. Are they gonna be good? QB situation, how the Steelers gonna do the QB stuff. Is Najee getting overused? There's a lot of stuff. But I'm going to get into all those bullet points here in this video. First thing first, the new O-line is a concern a little bit because some of those guys are not, solidified guys. Like James Daniels, I feel like he's the best on the line. Like he's our best O-line player. We've seen him what he did with the Bears. He's spectacular. He's athletic. He can get to the next level of the blocks, and he's like the enforcer that you want on the O-line. And then, of course, we got Kevin Dotson. If he stay healthy, Kevin Dotson can be a very good guy on the line too. He was remember because his first year, his rookie year, he was going crazy and like he was just kind of nowhere basically. And Mason Cole is solid, but really after that, you get a little a lot of question marks around some guys. I think we still have Dan Moore. He had his moments where he was good, but then he had moments where he getting beat a lot in the pass game. Then we have, Truce Okafor has moments where he getting beat too, in like situations too. Like that, but I'm just happy that last year we got rid of Trey Turner. Trey Turner, he was cool in certain situations, like certain spots. I think remember he's a multi-time Pro Bowler. It just like he didn't fit with us. It just didn't have a natural fit. It just didn't work out. And then Kendrick Green playing center was a bad idea too because he was like undersized center. He may have been better at guard, because he had that athleticism and stuff like that. But as a center, he was getting bulldozed every time, bull rush every time. As soon as the ball snapped. They bull rush him, get past him, and Big Ben couldn't really move that much last year, so he had to like drop back and like maybe like throw a bad pass or like force a ball out or just get sacked like that. He got sacked a lot last year, but hopefully the new O-line, they got a lot of young pieces, athletic pieces, and hopefully they come together and they just be like a different breed. They've been hearing a lot of good stuff about them, but the one thing is training camp and another thing in the regular season. When you're playing a real game against a different team. Now the next concern. Young receivers, not the talent wise, because young receiver. I think our receiving core is very talented. With George Pickens, Deontay of course is the leading guy, Claypool, Calvin Austin. You got Gunner out there. You got Anthony Miller. So we got some nice pieces out there. At receiver for sure. But Miles Boykin too. He's a guy there too. But the only thing is what's his name still there too? What's his name? His name was. It was not Kevin White. Kevin White was that running back we had. His name something. It was one. He played one game before, but I forgot his name. But the only concern is like the communication, because we have a new QB coming. We ain't got a veteran like presence like yet. When I'm like no established guy on the team like who's a QB receiver connection. Cause Big Ben, new guys came in. Big Ben was like he been there. He been here for forever like that. But Mr. Trubisky might be a veteran, but like he hasn't been a veteran on the Steelers though. Because. His first year here too, learning stuff, and these guys too, the young guys here first year learning stuff too. And Jesse Johnson and Claypool, I see them. I don't see like they the leader type guy. They gonna try to lead the guys and stuff like that to try to help them stay on course. I don't see them as that type of guys. Maybe lead in different styles, they lead in a different way. But like maybe a Najee Harris probably, even though he's not a receiver, maybe he'd be like the leader on offense that we need. Like that. I feel like you look at him, you can see like a leader that can like maybe keep the team together and help those guys kind of come together. Even though he's on his second year too, but that's the only thing my concern about the young receivers is like the communication. Like not the presence, like the communication, like the fitting in, because like there's no veteran quarterback right there. There's no like established quarterback already there, no established this or that there, and like the receivers who are there they're not really like the leader type receivers like that. They don't lead in the way like the vocal leader type or like the leader. Like they're the mentors, something like that, take you under their wing type of guys. But I could be mistaken. I could be wrong. The next concern is the QBs. The QBs, because we still don't have a guaranteed starter. Kenny Pickett was drafted in the first round, and then we signed Mr. Trubisky before the draft, and then we got Chris O. I can't know his last name. I always butcher his last name. So Chris O. He got some talent to him too. He was drafted in the 7th round, and then Mason Rudolph is still there. So we have 4 different quarterbacks. I know Mr. Rudolph is not going to start, and Chris O, he's not going to start either. But you never know what could happen in the league. But I don't think he's starting, though. But he has some talent, too. Maybe they might use him Well, they got Trubisky who can move and stuff like that. But you never know. I think Chris O got a little more speed, got a lot more speed on him. So maybe they might use him in a situation or something. I don't know. But it's either out of Kenny Pickett or Trubisky. I believe Trubisky will be the starter. They go with the veteran presence, the guy who's been in the league longer, who's been to the Pro Bowl, who's been to multiple playoff games too. I think 2 playoff games. I think he lost both of them though, against the Saints and against the Eagles. Well, the Eagles won with that little double doink, one like that. The Saints one, they just got beat the whole game. They scored a touchdown in the last second. I think Jimmy Graham caught like a one-handed catch or something. And a little Nickelodeon thing. Mr. Trubisky won the MVP, something like that. MVP of some crazy award they gave. They was tripping. But that's why I'm concerned about the QBs. Like, we ain't have no guaranteed start. Like sometimes when you like see a guy coming, you're like, okay, he's gonna. There's no question. There's no question. You can sign anybody, but Big Ben Roethlisberger is on the team. He's gonna be the starter. We already know that. But for this situation, it's a little different. Like, it could be Mr. Trubisky. I think it's gonna be Mr. Trubisky, but you never know. We seen the Patriots they did with the Cam Newton. At one time, where Cam Newton thought he was gonna be the guy, and then they're like, you know what, Mac Jones look very good. Let's go ahead, cut ties with Cam Newton and go. Most of the Steelers do that though, but you never know what could happen. You never know. The next concern is Najee Harris. His like load, like how much like what's gonna be the load? Gonna be the like the production this year? Cause like we kind of use him, but we used him a lot last year. Cause like I know Big Ben can push the ball down the field, so on check downs he was throwing check downs like crazy. I think Najee had like 70 something catches, 70 or 80 catches. I don't know the exact number, but I think he had like 70 or 80 around that range of catches, and he had like 1,200 something rushing yards out there. Just going like it was just like a lot. He had used a lot. He had about did he have 400 touches? Then Najee might have had 400 touches actually. Najee got the ball a lot last year. He kind of overused him, and then the O line being bad, him just got to break tackles and do extra stuff to get past the line of scrimmage and stuff. I'm surprised he had a couple 100-yard games back. Like I'm surprised he reached 1,000. I'm surprised he made the Pro Bowl last year with that O line being bad. But hopefully this year we get like a 1-2 punch. I need either Benny Snell or Anthony McFarland or the running back we signed. I forgot his name, but somebody step up. Somebody step up or we sign somebody else. And I said rumors about David Johnson. And people saying Justin Jackson, sign somebody else, or one of those guys on the team step up. We use a 1-2 punch because we don't want to overuse running back. The 1-2 punch teams be the ones that last long. When you hit, like the 49ers use all different running backs, they just come in there. Eli Mitchell is probably the number one guy, but they have like other running backs who just come in. They just go crazy. Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram go crazy. The Titans got Derrick Henry, but Devontae Foreman he looked pretty good last year. So they might use a 1-2 punch with them two guys, and the Patriots got the 1-2 punch. I think actually a 3 punch maybe. The Patriots had like a lot of running backs too. So it's like you should have that like that dynamic. The Rams with Sonny Michel, Cam Akers, and those guys. You just want to have that like and Henderson. You want to have that like dynamic of like just having like fresh guys out there. You have your primary running back, but you want to have another guy behind him who's solid, who can do something different, but who also can like take the load and the pressure off your main running back, so you can have him for longer periods of time in the season, so he won't be banged up. And the last concern for the offense, in my opinion, is Matt Canada. Matt Canada, he has moments last year. He had moments where he was like, okay, I like those plays, but I got tired of seeing those receiver sweeps. The receiver sweeps, I got tired of seeing those. It kind of got too predictable. Like even I was sitting like when I watch Steelers game, I'd be it depends on what's happening. If we losing badly, I be sitting down. But most time I'm standing up, like the whole time my arms folded, watching the game like that, like clapping or something. I'm standing up in my room or in the front or in the living room, like just watching the game, just standing up. And I be predicting the plays myself. I be looking at I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely that receiver sweep to Deontay or the Claypool. I'm like, oh yeah, this is definitely that halfback draw. Like I was predicting stuff myself. I was like, yep, drag route coming right there. Like it was like it got too predictable. Like I should not be predicting from the couch. I should not be predicting the plays from the couch. As a what they call it, the couch on quarterback or something. They call it something like that. I should not be predicting plays from the couch. It got too predictable, or our offense just got too stagnant, too like stale, and like teams predicted us easily too. They was like, oh yeah, this is easy. And then the third and fourth quarter, we just start snapping. We start going crazy. I was like, why can't we keep the same energy through the whole entirety of the game? I was like so heated. We couldn't score a touchdown like in the first quarter of a lot of games. I remember we had like a streak where we started scoring. We scored against the Packers. We scored against the Broncos, like that. We started putting on a little more touchdowns into it. But at first we was like, it was just bad. It was just bad. I think the offense was like just too predictable, like the same play. It was like Madden, you just running no huddle and you just pressing A, like you just trying to get something out there real fast, pressing A, no audibles, just press A. He like using the same play over and over, and it got bad. So hopefully that Canada bring a different dynamic style. He said he wanted the mobile QB and stuff like that. So hopefully he got the mobile QB he want with Mr. Trubisky and Pickett there too. He not maybe not as mobile as Trubisky, but he can move too, like that. So maybe Matt Canada mix some stuff up differently. But last year, hopefully, we won't get that same result from we got last year because that was not too good. But you guys in the comment section what's your concerns about the offense. But I feel like, in my opinion, as the entirety, I think the offense gonna be real good this year though, because it's just like because the young talent, they might be inexperienced, but the young talent is gonna take over. I keep saying like young, like they probably older than me. I'm only 20, but the young talent gonna take over. They're gonna be going crazy. They're gonna be balling and going like I feel like kind of like those young receivers like Justin Jefferson, the Jamar Chase, those guys coming in. I think George Pickens could be like those guys. If he's like those guys, and our run game is good too, that's the main thing. The run game is good. The O-line is blocking. The run game is real good this season. I feel like we can be untouchable, like close to untouchable. With that defense we got, T.J. Watt, Minkah Fitzpatrick, Miles Jack, Cam Hayward, and Cole Willis, all those guys. With that defense we got, mixed with the run game too, and then you have the receivers balling out. Deontay, George Pickens, Claypool, those guys balling out. Kevin Austin making plays too. I feel like we can be a nice team. We can be a well-crafted team. And people keep comparing this to the 49ers. I feel like it keep like the 49ers had a great defense, and they had a great run game, and then they had the quarterback play wasn't the best, but it was good enough to get them to the conference championship and the Super Bowl one time too. And it was good enough to help them win double-digit games a lot of times. So maybe we like that. I'll take that for sure. But you guys in the comment section, what you guys think about the offense, the concerns of the offense, and I'll see you guys next time on Arsenal Live. I almost forgot my show name, but peace.